Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. We are here on my home turf where I like to film because guess what? We are featuring the vehicles from the Raiti's Rides garage and we're giving you updates along the way. What do I have for you today? It's this car right here. This is a car I call Grape Ape. It's my 2023 Dodge Challenger Hellcat wide body Jailbreak. But before we get into this mouthful of a muscle car, let's talk about what's going on here. So, like I've mentioned previously, we're bringing content on the Raiti's Rides garage. Why are we doing it? It's because you are asking for it. I've been lucky enough to add some cars to the garage, to the Raiti's Rides garage, and there's particular reasons why I chose those cars. Now, with this one, a lot of people were surprised. They thought that if I was going to get a Challenger, that it would have been more like a Hellcat Red Eye or maybe even a Scat Pack. But when I had the opportunity to get a manual transmission, that 6-speed manual in the Hellcat Jailbreak, this was the end of the line for the Challenger, end of the line for the V8, and the end of the line for the manual. So without further ado, why don't you jump in shotgun, and I want to give you a little update of how Grape Ape has been doing, how she's been treating me, and really why is she part of the Raiti's Rides garage. Let's go ahead, let's fire her up and go for a ride. All right, guys, we're inside Grape Ape, my 2023 Challenger Hellcat with that manual transmission. A lot of people were very curious why I got this car, and first of all, at the time it completed the trifecta, right? Got the Shelby GT350R, got the ZL1 1LE Camaro, and this was that last jewel in the Triple Crown. But it's one of those cars that until you drive it, you just don't get it. And that's what I love about it. Like, when these first came out, I'll be honest with you, I was not a fan. I was not a fan of the Challenger and the Charger for years, just because I'm the type of person, the type of car enthusiast that likes twisty road driving. Well, with this car, it's not really the greatest in the twisty bits because it is very, very heavy, very heavy. I mean, this car, Grape Ape, weighs around 4,200 pounds, and that's with the manual gearbox. So it never really dawned on me that I would want one until I had the chance to drive a couple. Once I drove a couple, it kind of all made sense to me. It was like, I get it now. Having this big, heavy, brash beast is actually a ton of fun. She may not handle the best, she may not brake the best, but is she a ton of fun? Oh my God, it's ridiculous. Now, of course, if I got a Hellcat, it had to be with the Tremec, and I was lucky enough to get one the final year. Remember, 2023, final year of the Hemi-powered Challenger and Charger, and to have one with the Tremec makes it all worthwhile. Now, I'll be honest, this Tremec 6060 is not as good as the Tremec in my Shelby GT350R or Camaro ZL1 1LE. I really feel like I need to get a short throw shift kit for it, just because the throws are kind of long and the engagement is not super crisp. But with that being said, having 717 horsepower under your right foot and having a manual is a lot of fun. Hearing the whine of that supercharger, so much different driving experience compared to anything else that's in the Raity's Rides garage. And I really love driving her. She's just a ton of fun, so comfortable. I know a lot of people were curious, why would I want one with cloth interior? But I kind of just wanted that bare bones, big muscle car experience with Grape Ape. You know, I have the Demon 170, which will be featuring more of her as well. And, you know, she's got the demonic interior, the Napa leather and all that. I just felt like in Grape Ape, with the manual and everything, I just wanted to have the cloth. And it just creates a unique driving experience. And that's what I love about this car, is that it just has a very, very unique driving experience. Of course, getting power to the ground is very hard, especially in first or second gear. She will spin all the way up to third. But let's see what we got here. You ready? On throttle! We had to back out for a second. I thought somebody was getting ready to make a U-turn. We'll try that again. I need a little bit more room just because of the size. Now, when you go wide body, remember, you're not just getting the wide body itself, you're getting the beefed up brakes and the adaptive suspension. But let's see how she handles with some twisties. Second gear, on throttle, here we go. Like I said, she's heavy, but we got 305s all four corners. You just gotta be a little gingerly with the Tremec in this car compared to, like I said, the Tremec in my Camaro or my Shelby. But still a lot of fun. It just, you gotta understand what you're working with. We got all season tires, so you're not getting the utmost grip. Even though we have 305s, you're not getting a super sticky tire, so you're not gonna want to push it very hard, especially in the twisty bits, because it's just the tires are not there. They're all seasons. Other than that, I just love seeing the big double bulge hood that the Jailbreak, the Challenger Jailbreak has, and the sound of that supercharger. I mean, that to me is just a little piece of heaven. Yes, very dated on the interior, but I don't care. I don't give a damn. For me, it's all about the driving experience. And because everything else looks so freaking modern with big screens and everything, this car now is just really different just because it is so dated. But let's go on throttle. You ready? Second gear. On throttle! Nice. She does hold a line well. Just don't try to, you know, break any land speed records. And I think that on a turn, you'll be fine. This is all about straight line performance. And if I was really worried about being the fastest, then I would just stick with my Demon 170. If I'm worried about being the fastest in a straight line, this is just a ton of fun. The clutch is heavy compared to the Shelby or to the Camaro, but they actually made it a little bit better since the introduction of the Hellcat, which was in 2015. Crazy to think, 707 horsepower under warranty, and now, you know, you look at like the new ZR1 with 1,064 horsepower. It's just crazy how things have been going with horsepower these days. But whether you're driving this car fast or slow, it's a blast to drive. And I think one of the biggest things that I like to see on people's faces, especially at Cars and Coffee events, is when they look inside and they see the manual and they're like, oh, that's a manual wide body Challenger. They didn't make many of them, especially that last year, 2023, a little over 100 of them. But the sound of that engine. supercharger, the best supercharger wine in the business. Here we go. Just a ton of fun. And this is why I just had to have her. I mean, like I said, being in the position that I am where I review all these different cars, after I drive a lot of them, I want to bring them all home. Obviously not possible to bring them all home, but this one definitely is a very, very special car. Just has a unique personality, and I'm all about personality in my cars. But it's just one of those things, like, it's great to be able to share the experience with you, and that's something that I want to do more with the vehicles in the Raiti's Rides Garage, is bringing the experience to you of what these cars are like, how they've been treating me. The great news is, since I got Grape Ape, knock on wood, she's been super reliable. I did add an air oil separator just to help with supercharger blow-by, and that seems to be working very, very well. People give you thumbs up everywhere in this car. It's great. And you spin up those rear tires in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. But I just love, out of all the Mustangs and Camaros and everything else, this just has the most muscle car look, feel, and driving experience, and I could really appreciate that, and that's why I had to have her. But I'm hoping that this has been fun. It's been fun having you ride shotgun with me. Remember, check out the other videos I'm doing of the other vehicles in the Raiti's Rides Garage, so you could experience each of them with me for yourself. But we're gonna go ahead and get this one wrapped up, so I'll see you in a muscle car minute. All right, guys, that was some muscle car magic, as I like to do for you here on Raiti's Rides. Let me know what you think. Are you glad that I have Grape Ape in the Raiti's Rides Garage? Are you thinking that maybe you might want to add one to your garage? Let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. But remember, we're going to be bringing you all of the different vehicles, and we're even going to be doing videos from inside the garage. So stay tuned for that. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raiti's Rides family. We got to give it up to the muscle behind the lens, Lori Raiti, working that camera like a champ. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.